You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
So there's a pretty big situation developing in Washington. Wide receiver Terry McLaurin has officially requested a trade from the Commanders. Yeah, it's the kind of headline that turns heads. What's especially interesting is that McLaurin actually gave head coach Dan Quinn a heads up before making the request. That's not something players always do, so it says a lot about the mutual respect between them. Coach Quinn talked about it during a press conference and was surprisingly calm and understanding. He didn't dodge the topic. Instead, he acknowledged that this time of year can stir up a lot of emotions for players. It's the start of the season, expectations are high, and for someone like McLaurin, who's been the top receiver in Washington every year of his 6-year career, things get even more intense when there's no new deal in place. McLaurin's currently entering the final year of his 3-year contract, set to make $15.2 million. But here's the thing. Despite putting up over 1,000 yards and 13 touchdowns last season, he's only the 17th highest paid wide receiver in the league. That mismatch between production and pay is probably what's driving this whole situation. He already skipped OTAs and minicamp earlier in the offseason and didn't report to training camp right away. When he finally showed up, he was placed on the physically unable to perform list. Not long after, that trade request landed. Quinn made it clear he's staying in his lane, coaching. The business side, as he put it, is up to general manager Adam Peters and McLaurin's reps. But he did emphasize that he loves coaching Terry and is glad he's around, at least for now. He also said this whole thing isn't a distraction for the team. Players today, according to him, are more aware of the business side of football than ever before. What stood out most in Quinn's comments was his understanding of the emotional toll this can take on players. He called it an emotional time and said his job as a coach is to offer support, not judgment. He knows each player processes these moments differently and that it's not always easy, especially when careers, money, and personal pride are all wrapped into one tough conversation. So while a trade isn't guaranteed, the fact that McLaurin has made the request and that it comes at a critical time definitely opens the door for big changes. Whether he stays or goes, this situation is one to keep an eye on. Stay subscribed for more videos.